All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and we are back in the 6.1 APK test build, whatever you want to call it, man. And for this one, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the two new uniforms that we're getting in the next couple days. Now, before I get into the video, I gotta let y'all know anything that you see here is, listen to me, is subject to change when the update goes live next Tuesday, rolling into Wednesday. I know it may sound repetitive and a lot of you guys may even skip this, but listen to me. Do not get sold on anything. If a character looks really good, they can nerf them. It's Marvel Future Fight, okay? If the character looks really bad, they can buff them. There are uniforms. It makes money, okay? So changes can be made to ensure that sales and profit is made. Now then, with that being said, let's get right into it. Before I actually go to these characters, I want to point out something very, very interesting that I noticed after my last video. So, if you take a look at the detail page for all of these characters, you're going to notice one recurring symbol. And that's actually this leadership tag, which is actually very, very interesting because it means all of these new characters, every single one of these new characters can actually be used with White Fox. If you guys don't know what I mean, let me just show you guys the symbol, right? The leadership tag. This is very important because a lot of these characters, the main place you're going to use them is in World Boss. And you want to flex on people. You want to see how high you can clear with them or how much damage you can do with them. And to hit as hard as possible, this lovely lady right here is a key player, right? Because her tier 2 passive kimono stance, it buffs allies who have the leadership tag. Additionally, if you have her in this uniform, you can actually get an extra 10% all attack on top. So she's actually gaining value in this update because we're getting 5 characters that all have the leadership tag. Okay, that is very interesting, very important. You should keep that in mind. Another thing that I want to point out, which doesn't make sense to me. Now, these are the new Guardians of the Galaxy, right? The man leading them, all of them, doesn't have the leadership tag. Nani? Once again, I do not know what Netmarble is on. You guys may say, Star-Lord, listen, Star-Lord? He ain't no leader. Listen to me, man. He's a legendary outlaw that's been leading the Guardians for a hot minute. He has one of the best leaderships in the game, which got better in this uniform. So how he doesn't have the leadership tag is beyond me. But then again, Iron Man doesn't have the leadership tag. But then again, when it comes to the Avengers, Cap is more so the leader. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it doesn't make sense how the people under him, because he's the leader, all have leadership ability. He doesn't. I just feel like he got shafted. That being said, man, let's take a look at how much Star-Lord, aka Simp Lord, right, is being improved via this uniform. So the first thing you should notice, obviously already, is his leadership went up. In case you didn't know, you don't play with Star-Lord a lot, this is how he started off, right? He started off with 45. And then with his most recent uniform leading up to the one he has now, he had 50. So they bumped it up by an extra 5%. Additionally, from this uniform, he gets a couple different buffs. He gets 10% more dodge, plus they enhance his link to the Milano. All right, this actually goes from 30% to 40% ignore dodge. Right, the base kit. Let me just go down here, and you can see 30% with the Infinity War uniform. It goes to 40%. With this uniform, it stays at 40%, but you get 5% more, plus his uniform bonus over here, it goes up to 30% ignore dodge. That is pretty much the effects of the uniform. When we're talking about skill changes, there's a little bit more. By the way, his tier 2 passive, you can see for yourself, it didn't really get changed. It's 10% crit damage, 30% guaranteed crit rate that was always there. The skill damage and bonus damage, that stayed the same. Let's take a look at the skill changes though. Nothing here besides the flash. Nothing yet. We will preview them probably in another video. Okay, this is just going to be mainly just briefly going over the two characters and that stuff. Okay, also I'll show you guys the uniform options as well for those of you guys want to build up characters like uniforms to prepare for Star-Lord's uniform. Okay, so we got the defense down on Star-Lord, which is actually good. Then we have immunity here, which is very good, especially how he was looking in the beta with all those partial iframes. I was saying this man's gonna get slapped silly willy. Okay, he's gonna get slapped silly, but that's nice. So this is gonna be like a 7-second cooldown because it's 14-second with max skill cooldown. It's only gonna be 2 seconds when he doesn't have this up, which you can hide in an iframe to make up for that, which is good. He has damage accumulation, and this is based on damage dealt, not damage taken. So that's very, very good. Overall, he's actually not looking too bad. So we have stun, bind, silence. We got increased crit damage, increased crit rate. Like, I'm sorry, what? Are these guys tripping, bro? These things don't even stack. I'm pretty sure this plus 30 that he has right here is not gonna stack onto the 30 that he already has. So what are these guys on, bro? If it stacks, somebody tell me in the comments, bro. But if it doesn't, what are these guys smoking? I need some of that. Oh, shit. Anyways, ignore dodge, which is nice. And then we got the ability to penetrate. Hopefully this has iframe ignore. We'll have to test it out. He removes all debuffs. He's invincible. And he gets a nice fat attack buff there. Unfortunately, no defense down on this thing. So hopefully it just has really, really good raw burst damage. Hopeful for something big for Star-Lord here. But overall, the uniform looks like an upgrade from the last one. I really, really like the fact that they snuck in the 5 seconds of immunity there, because I was kind of worried about him for a second. Okay, next let's actually jump over to this man right here. Look at this bro. Look at this motorcycle, bro. It just sells me. Like I had to bust out Ghost Panther one time because I really love this freaking Panther. Like it looks, man, the attention to detail. I'm telling you, these guys, bro, like all the dev team, all the money and the time goes into making characters look cool, bro. I swear to God. That's all it goes into, bro. Anyways, leadership is staying the same. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that it would either go up or just change to like fire. Additionally, Cosmic Ghost Rider only has 2 skills that are fire. What? Guys, tell me how this makes any sense. Like, I know he still uses the gun, but bro, like 2 out of 5, bro? At least make it 3, 4 out of 5, bro. That kind of sucks. But hey man, it'll be interesting to see like how hard he hits and all that stuff. You can take a look at his tier 2 passive, one man army. That's not being changed. Like this was his best uniform, by the way. Right, so let's just take a look at how he compares. So you'll see one man army, 15% ignore defense, and we got 35%. Why was I gonna say 50? Anyways, 35%. And let's take a look at this. It's 1535. You can see nothing got changed there. Leadership is the same on him. And his pain tolerance, aka useless 4-star passive, has stayed the same. Trash, mega trash. Anyways, first skill, pretty trash. Second skill, pretty trash in terms of like what's on, like effects, besides just like what we like see the skill do, right? In terms of additional effects such as Shadowland. This is really good though. We have immunity and a heal. This is good, right? Because this version of Punisher was actually lacking survivability. It had good enough damage for when it came out. Listen to me, not for now, but for when it came out, it did damage. But the survivability was still risque. So we have damage accumulation here. We have immunity and a heal. This alone makes the uniform worth having, especially if you're a fan of the look, okay? Let's actually take a look at this. So we have a defense down, 7-second duration, stacks up to 50%. He decreases all buff effects and duration. This is something new. If he had a little bit more, this would be dope for PvP, but I might still try it. I might slap a regen on him when he comes to the live server and see if we can clap cheeks with him, right? Because you're gonna see why in a sec, right? Take a look at his 5th skill right here. Defense down, but it does not apply in World Boss. So overall, is he better? Much better. Will he actually do stuff in World Boss? Yes. But check this out. These guys are actually paying attention to what we like and don't like, especially when it comes to making money. Check this out. Look at this uniform bonus. By the way, I'll show you guys the options in a second. Yeah. I don't know what the last thing down here in Korean is, but it might just be like the translated version of the decreased damage received. But look at this. Holy freaking boys. Increased damage dealt to superhero by 50%. Increased damage dealt to supervillain by 50%. Decrease all damage received by 25%. However, this only applies to self. So don't get it twisted, okay? This is not the new Taskmaster. It's not Taskmaster 2.0, okay? Let me just jump over the task here real quickly here in case you guys, like, for some reason didn't know what his uniform does, right? Yeah, his uniform gives you that nice 40-40. It applies to everyone, okay? Nice 40-40 for your shorty. Anyways, Cosmic Ghost Rider, he's trying to slay. He ain't trying to help out. He's trying to make them pay the bill. Feel me? They ain't running out on the tab. Ain't no dine and dash over here. So yeah, he's actually looking pretty good. And yeah, we're gonna have to test him out and see if he can actually survive in PvP, because the damage might actually be there to keep up with some of the big boys, especially if he's universal, so he has no weaknesses. Right? My only concern is, will he be able to stay alive? In terms of damage, I think he's gonna have it, boys. So you guys let me know how you're feeling. Let me show you guys what his details look like. He now has the power cosmic, which means he's gonna be an above average striker. He's probably gonna have the same effect. Actually, I can go check that for you guys right now. But before we do that, let me show you guys the uniform bonus, okay? The uniform bonus, you're gonna wanna see that vision. I hope you guys bought this uniform for Vision. I have it myself. It's a good uniform for Vision. This Storm uniform is very good for Storm. This uniform is top of the line. Love Miguel. He still slays. I wish we had more content so I could use him on a regular basis, but it's a banging uniform. This one is outdated for Deadpool, but it's not a terrible uniform, especially if you have nothing but the base, right? This is the worst uniform on the list. I do not use Moon Girl for anything besides your leadership. I haven't used her, like, actually to play content in at least 2 years. That's sad, but it's the best she got. So yeah, there's that. Let's take a look at Simp Lord over here, the Lord of Simpin. They said simping is free. It's not. Anyways, let's use up one of these tickets on him. That's actually really cool. I didn't know it was gonna do that, man. But they need to give him his own music, bro. Like, honestly, bro, whatever. that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. The first one is an outdated uniform for Rocket. That sucks. They couldn't have made it so that is the end game uniform. You know these guys are trying to milk it for money, bro. Like, look at that. 2 uniforms, 2 outdated uniforms. Like, at least make it the best uniform for these characters. But why would they do that? Because you're already going to have those uniforms or buy those uniforms anyways, right? They got to give you more incentive to buy. Like, I'm telling you, man. Wow. So far, we have 3 uniforms for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. This one, I think I have this one on Heroic. But, like, honestly, I don't even know if I can tell people to buy this uniform anymore, because even though it's a good uniform, like above average uniform, especially for Cull Obsidian and where he's starting off, right? I don't use him for nothing right now. And I haven't used him in a good little while. Oh my gosh. Bro, this is terrible so far. Like, 4 duds in a row. Okay. Like, even though this Thor uniform is not that great to many people, it's the best Thor has, it's at least not outdated compared to, like, all of these. Like, this is the best she has, but it's not that great, right? And this uniform is for a paywall character. Like, they're literally just trying to, like, screw you over with Star-Lord's uniform option. That kind of sucks. I guess because they're giving him away for free. Hold up. I just booked that. Are they even giving him away for free, though? I just thought about that. Hold on. I could use this and then get him. Just do it. I don't care. It's not my account, right? What I want to know. Oh, okay, okay. So basically, even if you have Star Lord, you have to get him to level 70, and then you have to go to the epic quest to get him to tier 3. Wow, that's kind of bullshit. That's kind of bullshit, bro. Like, if you're gonna make him like advance through the epic quest, at least make it so that people don't have to get him to level 70, bro. Like, you could have just made it so like if you have him at level 60, get him. Like, for me on my personal account, I have him at level 70 already. Not gear 25, thank the Lord, right? The simp Lord, that is, right? But man, that kind of sucks. Well, hopefully that's not the case. Okay, this is the APK, by the way. So everything you see here is not final. So we could very well not have to go through this process, but I was kind of curious as to what was going to happen and where he would fit in. Because then I thought originally it was going to be Beta Ray Bill. That's the character we're playing through the story, which it turns out to be. But then when they said Star-Lord, you can advance to the Epic Quest, it kind of like didn't make sense to me. But somehow he's tied in. Well, I guess we just have to advance far enough in the epic quest to get Star Lord to tier 3. Right? I wish I could see all of these, but yeah. Also, this still says dimension missions. Dimension missions. Hold on. Oh, dimension missions. I'm thinking of Dimension Rift. You know I'm getting old. I'm playing this game too damn long. Speaking of which, anything good in here? We'll worry about that another time. We'll worry about that another time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up right here. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning. I wanted to bang these out for you guys really quickly because I know you guys are super hyped for the update. So let me know what else you guys want to see from me. I'll possibly try to give you guys a third or a fourth video today. So if YouTube doesn't send you a notification, just make sure you check back regularly, or you can join the Discord, and Discord will definitely 100% send you a notification every single time I upload. Also, man, the Discord community helps out a lot, man. These guys are freaking fantastic. So come through and say what up to your boy, even if I'm not online because I'm busy with work. You can chat it up with these guys, man, and they'll help you out on whatever you need in Marvel Future Fight or any of the other games that I cover. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone. Love you guys. Peace out.